Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Necropolis League 3.24. In this episode, I'm going to be going through build updates, build diary for like day 5, 4, 5. I didn't make one yesterday because it was just the wand, but I wanted to go over this. And then I also have technically 1 point diff I want to make. Change this, and I can take the mastery now. Boom, big life. Okay, so to get into it, we got the aggressive wand. It took me 4 fracturing orbs. This was 2.5 divs per, so it was like 10 divs. And I did it on item level 76 to 82 because I like to go, because you can't hit T1 minion damage. The only benefit of 83 is the higher attack speed, but you usually don't get the suffixes, and then you can just use a veiled orb for the 20% attack speed through syndicate crafting, but or you could craft 15 attack speed. You don't normally do it. So anyways, I fractured it, and then I did the 3 socket resonator strat, 1 in 18 with the shuddering corroded metallic. 1 in 18, 3 socket. It took me like 30 tries. I got unlucky, but easy. And then I annulled the suffix for trigger. Now some other upgrades. I swapped to these jewels. So I got 4 jewels with chance to poison, avoid stun. And so you can get 25 to 30 avoid stun and the poison. So with 25 avoid stun times 4, another one, another one, another one. You get 100% stun avoid, and then we also have all that poison chance, and then the extra life and the extra damage. So then I'm stun immune, and so this meant that I didn't need the Pantheon for stun immune from Brine King. So I grabbed lunaris for chain immune, and I grabbed a boot craft prefix to avoid frozen. So that's how I make up for the Brine King. And then so now we're chain immune. Well, mostly crit immune, 95 crit immune. We have the we have the stun immune. Everything's going pretty cool. And then made some upgrades because chat viewers wanted me to upgrade and wanted me to invest the currency that I made through the divine video. So basically, imagine getting better reses on all my gear. So like chaos res reses, T1 reses, chaos res reses, chaos res reses, chaos res, and then T3 reses, because hitting T1 with +2 is hard. Where with move speed or just life or just an open prefix isn't as bad. This one is hard because what I had to do was have I got a 4 mod boot. I bought it for like 2 divs. It was a steal. Imagine the life and the suffixes. Holy shit, for 2 divs. And then I did the wild bristle matron in bestiary, the one that gives the meta craft for suffixes cannot be changed if you have full suffixes. So it was only 60C for the suffixes cannot be changed. And then I did a veiled orb, the new veiled orb from Mastermind. Cost me 3 divs. And I actually deleted the suffixes cannot be changed, kept the life, and then I actually found I blocked evasion rating while focused, 1000 waiting, increased my odds, and then I actually hit the move speed avoid chill, and then I just crafted avoid frozen. So this boot's huge. I have to do the implicit still on this gear, but Eldritch currency for that, and it's just some extra additions. Okay. And then, yeah, this was the +2. So then my reses look like this. Only fire that I'm really missing. And I actually have the flask, so 114. And then I have a sapphire instead of the jade now as well. Could still run the jade, but I did this instead. And then, with all these reses, with the belt and the... Oh, and I tried the Hunter's Exalted Orb, the belt, and I missed. And then I tried Suffixes Cannot Be Changed, and I reforged Life with Harvest, and it filled my prefixes, so there we go. Yes. So then, with getting the new glove, belt, boot, helmet, I showed the resistances. that was without the body or the shield. So then I looked for a Skin of the Loyal with colors and +2. Now this is where it gets a little bit interesting because Skin of the Loyal, first of all, isn't corrupted, so it's just a +1, and it's socketed gems, so technically it can work on Empower to give an extra level, because it works on the Minion and the Empower, which then works on the Minion again, so you can get 2 corruptions. You can get +2 Minion or +1 socketed gem, as long as you use an Empower that will give +2, instead of just a +1. So then, the other thing was the colors. Technically you could do 2 blue, 3 red, 1 green. You could do 2 blue, 2 red, 1 green. I'll show you what I did. Zombie Slamming, Ruthless, Awaken Melee Fizz. I really want this level 5, so I get the Intimidate, Awaken Multi, the Empower 4, and then a Withering Touch. And so, with this, yeah, you could technically have like taking out Ruthless. I like the stuns. Technically Melee Fizz. I like the Intimidate when I get this leveled up. You really want the Withering Touch. If you had another green, you could run Void Manipulation. If you had 3 green, you could run Chance to Poison. You kind of want 1 of the reds for the Empower if you're going to do the +1 though, because that's the whole point. And then 2 blue. If you did 2 blue, you could technically run Awaken Minion damage. The only problem is 25 less life, and you really want it leveled up so you get the extra level. But yeah, this is what I did. It was only 3 divs for +4 chest, and then the colors are fine. And then our zombies at 37, because we have the +3 Ami, the +4 chest, and then I got a +2 wand. And so this was funny because basically we found out yesterday that the graveyard is really crazy for crafting. You have to make like giga crafts, and then we found out that you could like half the time make a really crazy wand like this if you did like a full grave craft. And so this guy also added the mirrored options, I guess. And then he didn't want it, and then he realized that he couldn't change the sockets, so it's like kind of scuffed because my shield was 2 red, 1 blue. Like I actually had to change the build to fit this. But basically, for 8.5 divs, I got this Giga Minion damage wand with Minion crit, the extra cast speed, the extra Minion accuracy. It's a +2. I compared it against like these other ones that are 15 divs, and it's basically the same damage, and it was just cheaper, and it was because it was mirrored and no one wanted to fuck with this, but it's not actually that bad. So yeah, the one thing is we can't add the quality to get the AoE, but I haven't even done it on this one anyways, so yeah. And then it's a sick Giga wand. And like the +2s were already like 3 divs or something. So getting T2 minion damage on top of it perfectly rolled. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. For 8.5, yo, I'll take it. So then like I showed 37 zombie and our minion damage is 552. So Giga zombies. The life of the zombie is at 83,000. Oh, I actually have 11 because I got the 34. I forgot. Watch this.
I need more mana.
We got 11 now, so we got an extra zombie. So we gained even more damage, 10% more there. That we could get the Intimidate, like I said, from Awaken Melee Fizz. And then another thing, so because of all the swaps, like I said, I had to make the build fit now. So I put the Skelly in the boot instead of the Phantasm, as we thought would happen, because the Phantasm isn't up that much. And then I wanted to take a move. I realized the Skelly had link with Withering Touch, so then the difference, this is still a 2-link, and it was just the extra chance to poison and the Ruthless, which the Ruthless doesn't work on most of the like archers, mages, general, etc. It only works on the Skellies and soldiers. So yeah. And then they were also getting in the way yesterday, so maybe I won't spawn them as much anyways. And then now they cost less mana as well. And then I saved the 4-link, and so I was able to put something else here. So I put my Stone Golem Guardian Blessing Grace. I did it on Grace instead of Haste, because if the Grace goes down, I'm actually fine with it. But I really want the Haste because of the phasing. Okay. Then we have the Vitality, Flame Dash. In the wand, I did Despair with faster casting. So we have a 0.21 cast time Despair, and the Despair is minus 31 Chaos Res. So I had the sockets in my build. I said, hey, fuck it. I don't have the curse on the AG yet. I don't want to spend the currency. Let's say I just play with Despair for a bit, and it'll be pretty cool. And then we have the 10% increase effect of the curse as well. So yeah, we could delete Chaos Res on command now when we want. And then, which will also do our trigger, we also had room for Call to Arms, Enduring Cry. So I did Enduring Cry. So this will heal me 2,000 every, I think, 5 seconds automatically. 5.8, so basically 6. Yeah, 2k. And then the endurance charges and the extra phase damage reduction and the LE res from the endurance charges once you get them, but you only get them when you actually do it next to enemies. So this is really nice for like ritual and the things where, or the league, the influence where the shit spawns on top of you, and then this pops and gives you endurance charges and the regen, and it's really, really nice when you're actually next to enemies and then it pops and you get the defenses when you need them. So, but a lot of the time there isn't anything near you, so you're just getting the quick regen, which is still actually pretty good. And then the last thing, the cost is only 28. So you can see I have 155 shield, and that's through Eldritch Battery. I took that, and I wore some gear with energy shield. So this belt has 19, the ring has 30, my old boot had ES. I can actually show you. Old gear. The boot had ES, but I swapped boots. Yeah. So there's that. But yeah, mostly the ES from the ring and the belt. And then the increased global defenses. The way this works is global defenses is actually just basically increased armor, increased evasion, increased ES. So it's just like the flask where you could get 60% increased armor. It's 100% all the time. Just 100% increased armor, evasion, ES. So I just doubled my ES basically because I had almost no source. I have this basically. Like imagine instead of 500. It's pretty big. And then it's also additive to int. So intelligence, when you stack it, gives you increased energy shield and flat mana. And so it actually stacks additively with int stacking. So technically, if you were an int stacker, global defenses isn't as necessary. Or if you just had sources of increased armor, evasion rating, and energy shield, then yeah. The only thing different is that it doesn't just apply to this, it applies to everything, and it's the same thing as you doing it on your tree. Increased armor, increased ES. Really cool. But just so people understand how I have so much energy shield, and then Eldritch Battery, so I use it as mana. And then yeah, now we have Despair, Enduring Cry, Giga, Level Zombie, the million HP, and the reses. Build feeling strong. Oh, and then I switched to a Sapphire Flask with Ignite immune. I could have done armor, evasion, regen. There's a bunch of mods you could do. I did this because Ignite hurts. And I could probably get a better one so it isn't that much less duration, but yeah. Huge upgrades. And like with this wand, I could recraft it because the aggressive fracture, and this craft wasn't that insane, but I just kept it for now and messed around with all the other gear instead and filled out the build. Oh, one more thing. They buffed the leech, and the leech feels way better now. You actually fill your leech, and you are actually consistently getting the 800. Before, it was hard to fill it, so yeah, now instant leech might be better. I haven't tried it yet, though. Well, it would be better if we're actually leeching more. Yeah. Huge updates, though. Huge upgrades. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys did enjoy. Hope you... Oh, I gotta do the Eldritch currency. I'll do that after this. So it'll be in the POB, though. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!